Was Zero Tolerance back in? Happy New Year to everyone watching. And we're back with the 1996 year in review, which is continuing, which we're now continuing the month of June. It's been a while since I did a a review. It's been a while since I did the 1996 reviews. I last left off on Great American Bash, so my next topic is the King of the Ring 96, which is happening. So yeah. June 23rd at the Mega Arena in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This show is famous for that man right there who we said those lines, but we'll get to that. So anyways, let's start the show off. It was actually better than the 95 edition, let's be honest. But yeah, start off with the first of two semifinal matches in the King of the Ring tournament. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Mark Merrill, and this was actually a good opening contest. Steve Austin will move on to the finals, so yeah. I give it a 6 out of 10. And then we get the other semifinal match. Jake the Snake Roberts defeats Vader by disqualification. You cannot have Vader lose to Jake Roberts. So they had to get him disqualified by shoving Mike Chioda out of the way to get a DDT. So yeah, that's kind of a dumb finish to shove a referee to get DQ. I don't like when that happens, but it was a fine match again. I give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah. And then we get for the WWF Tag Team Championships. The Smoking Guns defeats the Godwins. Bad. A 2. It was Smoking Guns retained the tag team titles. And then we get the Ultimate Warrior defeating Jerry Lawler. This was the Ultimate Warrior's last pay-per-view match in WWF/E. I say last pay-per-view match, not his last match in the WWF. Because I think it was still Raw before the International Incident, or 2 weeks before it. I don't know. Yeah, and then we go on to WCW, and we all know. Jerry Lawler at this point was just a commentator at this point. A 3. It was better than the tag team match, but that's not saying a whole lot. Anyways, then we get the best match on the night. Mankind defeats The Undertaker by technical submission. This was the beginning of their 2-year story they have from 96 to 98, which we'll all know what happens. Hell in a Cell. This is like a long rivalry between these two off and on. King of Ring 96, SummerSlam in the Boiler Room Brawl, which we'll get to. Right there's the card cut out, yeah. The first Buried Alive match, Survivor Series 96, which I already did. Revenge of the Taker, which I did also. And of course the King of the Ring 98 Hell in a Cell match. So yeah. And this is plant the seeds for the Paul Bearer heel turn. 8 out of 10. Actually, I give it 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. These two have some intense fights, let's just be honest here. I said fights, not matches. So yeah. Mankind beats The Undertaker at this. So yeah. Fun match. Anyways, then we get for the Intercontinental Championship, Ahmed Johnson defeats Goldust to win the Intercontinental Championship. This whole storyline began right after Ahmed Johnson lost to Vader, and actually Goldust and Ultimate Warrior lost both got counted out, so Vader got the bye to the semis, so yeah. And what I'm saying is after Ahmed Johnson lost to Vader, Goldust gives him lip to lip, and Ahmed Johnson flips out and tries to find Goldust. Yeah, great storyline right there. No, this match sucked. A 0. This is the worst match of the night. And then we get the most famous thing about this show. The finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated Jake the Snake Roberts. Now, this is not that much of a match, basically. So, yeah, Austin was beating the hell out of Jake Roberts. And Jake did get some offense on, but this was 99% Stone Cold Steve Austin. He wins with the stunner, which is the first time we see the Stone Cold stunner. It was not the prettiest looking stunners. It got better as years go on. But this was okay. I give it a 5 out of 10. And then we get the moment after the match. You sit there and you say your say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your song, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whooped your ass. And that's the beginning of the birth of Austin 3:16. And of course, the whole thing with Austin. This began Austin's main event run. It started January 98 to WrestleMania 14. Although his initial rise was at WrestleMania 13, though. But this began the beginning of Austin's main event push. Let's just be honest here. But yeah, talk about your songs, talk about John 3:16. Well, Austin 3:16 said, I just whooped your ass. Which he did whoop his ass. So yeah, 5 out of 10. I give it 5 points for that promo after he won the King of the Ring tournament. And he did not decide, he didn't bother with the crown and robe. So yeah, Austin does not want no stinking crown. Yeah. Yeah. Austin became a main eventer. His long-awaited title win was WrestleMania 14, which will be 25 years from now, in 2 months. Anyways, main event for the WWF Championship with Mr. Perfect as the special outside enforcer. Okay, why? Shawn Michaels defeats the British Bulldog to retain the WWF Championship. It was actually better than the match at Beware of Dog, the Bizarre in Your House event. Yeah. This was actually a fine match. Shawn Michaels retains the WWF Championship while Owen Hart pulls the Mr. Perfect out, but not referee Earl Hebner. He still counts the 1, 2, 3 regardless. So yeah, Shawn Michaels retains the WWF Championship. And then afterwards, there was a fight between Michaels, Bulldog, not Bret Hart. He's not here at this point. Bulldog, Owen Hart, Ahmed Johnson, Vader, and the Ultimate Warrior, which was supposed to lead to a 6-man tag match with Shawn Michaels, Ahmed Johnson, and the Ultimate Warrior. Well, unfortunately, he was let go from the WWF because of money issues, and since Sid took his spot, which if that didn't happen, Sid was there to replace the Ultimate Warrior apparently against Ken Cornette. Well, it was now we'll get to that at the next In Your House, which was called International Incident. 8 out of 10, way better than their match at that Bizarre In Your House. Overall, this show was fine. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Not the best King of the Ring. I say the 98 King of the Ring is the best one. With the Hell in the Cell match between Undertaker and Mankind. Which we have Undertaker and Mankind on this show also. So yeah. So next up, back with the year reviews. We're going to get to go into the month of July. And I get to talk about Bash at the Beach with the NWO formation. And the next period, we enter House International Incident. So, yeah. And after that, we August, September, October, November, and December. So, 5 months left after July. And the next interview I have to do is 2010. Great. Anyways. Like this video, comment below if you're new, channel, subscribe, and, bye. Oh, wait. Here's a bonus of my prediction for 2023 for this. Number 1. Split the world in tag team titles up. I don't know why it's the purpose of keeping the belts unified. I'm going to do it 2 3. Number 2, Roman needs to lose the belts. Here's my 3 people who are going to do it. Even though he's AJ Styles, he's not. He's injured at this point, but speedy recoveries will happen. Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre. Or Cody Rhodes. No, 4. And the last one. I know this is controversial, but for WrestleMania, do Charlotte and Becky Lynch main eventing night 2 of WrestleMania. So yeah. Okay. Now we are done now. Bye.